Look, your reaction to today's big news here at Ipswich Town that Mick's going to be moving on at the end of the season?
Disappointment, really. I feel he's done a very good job with things he's had to deal with, and obviously speaking on behalf of the players. Yeah, we're disappointed as a squad. Well, we've had a pretty decent run of it of late, and mid-table it's a sort of different proposition to know that your manager's leaving at the end of the season. But all we can do is continue to be professional and give him everything that he's given us over the last 5 years, and continue to try and finish on a high.
How big a shock was it? When did you find out?
We found out this morning. He called a meeting this morning and come in the dressing room, so we obviously knew something was going on. There's been a lot of talk lately, a lot of voices have been heard, a lot of noise has been made, so we knew it had to happen sooner rather than later, knowing which way we're going to go as a club. The decision's been made, the gaffer's made no secret that he wants to finish above those guys up the road, so we'll be doing everything we can to finish as high as we can, like I say.
And what about the atmosphere in the group afterwards? One of real sadness?
But yeah, just disappointment really. I think the lads have got a very good working relationship. They've got a lot of respect for the manager. He's brought a lot of players in that he's given them a chance as well. He's brought a lot of young players through who are definitely improving and have improved under him. And we've had relative success with what he's had to deal with over the last few years. So I think you have to take the hats off him, and hopefully he does leave the club with the recognition that he deserves. Really.
And as a captain and experienced player, he confided in you. Had he spoken to you recently?
We spoke yesterday, and he was still. He didn't know what the situation was, and then obviously this morning things have changed quite quickly. Obviously the club have made the decision to post their season ticket prices, and obviously I think a lot of noise has been made about what direction we're going to go in. So at the end of the day, it's football. We're very disappointed to see him go as a squad. We wanted him to stay, no secret about that. But yeah, all we can do, like I say, is be professional, give absolutely everything for him and for the football club, because at the end of the day, we're all going to be gone long before the supporters. The supporters are always going to be here. So all we can do is try and make a mark on the history of the club, and that's what we'll do when the new manager comes in.
An unsettling time as a player?
Well, it always is. I think the young players or people that are running out their contracts or stuff like that, it is always a different experience to go through, isn't that, when you get a new manager. So all the lads can do now, a few people mentioned, oh, lads sort of down tools. Well, that would be totally ridiculous. We want to give everything for the manager because he's given everything to us. We want to give everything for the football club because we are employees of Ipswich Town, and that's what we want to achieve. And at the end of the day, you're playing for your future, because the new manager's one in the window. He'll be looking at who's playing well and who he wants to keep for next season. So it's a strange situation to have 8 games sort of auditioning.
It's obvious the way that you boys have been playing for the manager, no question that he'd ever lost the dressing room. I know you all love and respect him, but in terms of results and performances, do you think you'd maybe let him down this season?
Well, we haven't made the playoffs, so yeah, we probably have let him down, but whether we have any given right to be up anywhere near those playoffs is another question for another day. I feel we've definitely overachieved with him as manager, with the resources he had to deal with. But no, we've enjoyed playing for him, and I think as a manager he speaks to you on a level that you have to respect instantly, and it's his way or the highway. And I think there's never been any problems come out of the squad. Everyone's always given the manager the utmost respect and given absolutely everything for him. Yes, we may have failed on our aim this season of making the playoffs, but with something like 23 points from relegation, with 8 games to go, 9 or 10 points from the playoffs. So I don't think it's as drastic as it's been made.
He made you Ipswich Town captain. How would you describe your relationship with him over the last 5.5 years?
Yeah, the best I've had with a manager in my career. I've had some very, very good managers. I've been lucky to play under some very good managers. I think the way he handles himself day to day, and the way he is when we win a game or lose a game or draw a game, if there's a crisis or whether there's anything going on, he's very, very straight down the line, and he doesn't go up too high, doesn't get down too low. So he's taught me a lot of things for me to look at in the future. But yeah, no, he's been brilliant, and he steadied the ship when he came in, because we looked dead and buried, and that's one thing that he should take back and be very proud of. I think he should be very proud of his achievements for the club, and I think all we can do, like I said, is give everything for him for the rest of these games.
Has he made you a better player?
Well, yeah, I think so. On and off the pitch, I've learned a lot from him, how to handle different situations, and I think when I first come, I was probably a lot more hot-headed after a game, and just said, remember, you've got to keep people on your side because there's another game coming thick and fast, and yeah, just little things like that. And no, it's been a good working relationship that I've had with him, and I'm gutted to see him leave, really.
How would you describe him as a man and a manager?
I think what you see is what you get. No, obviously he's got his manager head on when he comes and sits in front of you guys and answers all your difficult questions, and it's spun the way it wants. But no, he's a fantastic person, and not just the squad. I think every member of staff at the football club wanted him to stay. He's got a tremendous working relationship from top to bottom, depending on whoever you are, what your role is at the club, and yeah, we're all very sad to see it turn out this way, really.
Do you feel his hands have been tied, that he maybe should have been given more assistance from above to kick on here at Ipswich Town? That's what his supporters would always say. He needed to be given more finance to fully do the job in 2018.
Yeah, as the seasons progress and more teams come down, filtering the money coming down from the Premier League, and I don't want to always talk about money. Yes, I do feel his hands have been tied a little bit. I feel he's worked very, very well under the strains that he's had to deal with, and he signed his players on free transfers, signed players for £10,000, sold them for £8 million. He's probably made the chairman a bit of a profit, but no, that's for someone else to discuss. As players, all we can talk about is our relationship with him, and I feel he's done a very good job on what he's had to deal with.
Do you think it's one of those situations that maybe his achievements will be more realised and praised in the future once the dust settles and people look back?
Well, I'd like to think so. At the end of the day, the new manager will be coming in with a team that is mid-table. They're not going to be coming in trying to steady a ship that's in free fall and trying to stay up from relegation. It'll have a tremendous platform to work with, in my opinion. So we'll see which way it goes. I feel he's done a very good, like I say, he's done a very good job. So the proof will be in the puddings. But we'll be fully prepared for that. Like I said earlier, we've got 8 games to play, and I'm sure Marcus Evans will be looking for prospective managers now, and they'll be at our games. So the lads are going to have to do all they can to try and make sure they're in their plans for next season.
And of course, you were here 5.5 years ago. You know what Mick inherited. So will the new man be inheriting something a lot more positive in terms of the playing squad, the stability at the club, the atmosphere, everything?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, the atmosphere has not been great at games recently, because obviously voices have been heard. But all we can do is try and improve, and the person who does come in, he'll inherit the same group of players with the same mentality that will give absolutely everything for them. So that's never going to be a question. All we can do for these last 8 games, like I say, is give everything for a man who's given us the utmost respect from day one, and you never really blurred on what you want to do when it comes to a game.
How do you think it's going to be to focus on these games?
It won't be difficult. It's all out there in the open. There's no secrets. Nothing's been hidden. He just wants to finish as high as we can for himself, because he's a winner. He won't want to take his foot off the gas. He's still working for the club at the end of the day, and he'll be giving everything he can, as well as with the boys. We'll be finishing as strong as we can, and hopefully we can start that over this Easter weekend. Because
everything's out there, as you said, is there almost a sense of relief because of that bubble has been burst and everybody knows what's going on?
I wouldn't say relief. It's just clearer for everyone. It probably shouldn't have got to this point. Things maybe should have been a lot clearer sooner, and decided which way we were going to go. But I'm only a player, and I'm the captain. I'm not really here to make these decisions. All I can say is how it affects the team, and boys always let me know how they're feeling. And yeah, it probably would have been better for everyone if it was cleared up a lot sooner. But there's enough time now at the end of the season for us to give. Hopefully, everyone can give the gaffer a good send-off, and it can be a positive atmosphere for everyone, because everyone knows sort of what route we're going to be going down come the end of the season.
And way too soon to throw your hat into the ring? I know long term you want to be a manager. Too soon at the minute, Luke?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You just never know what's going to happen around the corner in football. I'm fully focused on playing. I'm enjoying playing centre-half again. And like I said, we're just trying to finish as hard as we can from now.
And if Marcus asks you for your thoughts on the success of the type of character required, you're happy to have that discussion with him?
Yeah, if the chairman ever wants to ring me, my phone's always there, as it always has been. So, but I don't really want to get into that, to be honest.